Italy, Europe's soft underbelly. At least, that was Prime Minister Winston Churchill's argument for invading Italy as the next step to defeating the Nazis. Once the Allies came ashore at Salerno in September 1943, they discovered that combat in Italy was anything but soft. It was a slow, brutal, and bloody fight up the country's spine, an infantryman's war in some of the toughest fighting of World War II. Pat Stapleton was at Chicago's Comiskey Park on December 7, 1941, watching the Chicago Bears beat the Chicago Cardinals. After hearing the news about Pearl Harbor, he immediately tried to enlist, but the wiry young 20-year-old was initially rejected. Too small, the recruiter told him. By 1943, his nation decided it needed him after all. Stapleton ended up as an infantryman in the fabled 36th Infantry Division. By the time he reached the 36th, it had been seriously depleted following its bloodletting at San Pietro, the Rapido River, and Monte Cassino. But the fight to liberate Rome still lay ahead, and before it was all over for the 36th Division in Italy, Stapleton saw more than his share of combat.
We pulled through Rome, and we had just a couple of days relief. And then we went just as far as you'd think we could. And I will forget, there's a building. It leans like this, Leaning Tower of Pisa. We got almost to that, and they pulled us back and then took us over the other place. On our way in there, before we got there, and we didn't get there because they pulled us back, there was a bunch of Germans that got into some buildings there, and there was one guy sitting there asleep. And we pulled up there, and there were just 4 or 5 of us. I think there was 4 and the driver. And he started to get up, and of course we killed him, And here the rest of them come out. They were in there with those women, and come out with their clothes off and this and that. And we had to kill all of them because they had their guns with them. There's about 6 or 7 of them, and this other kid. You hate to do that. What do you do? Wait and let them get you? It's hell. War is hell. And if you want to live, you can't let them live in certain circumstances, and you don't want to do it. I'm sure I didn't. Every time I thought I got one or did get one or whatever, I never got punished for it, I guess. Nothing happened. But you do. What do? Kill or be killed. That's what they told us. Every day, kill or be killed. Kill or be killed. Look around you. One of you will be dead, one of you will be crippled, and the other one will be this way, They just tell us that every day.